Why are DJI, Insta360, and GoPro all betting big on 360 cameras right now? Simple, because 360 is no longer a gimmick. It's no longer niche, it's quickly becoming one of the most important formats in content creation. And in 2025, this space is starting to look like a battleground. Travel vloggers, filmmakers, YouTubers, real estate creators, even educators, they're all embracing immersive video. Why? Because it gives them more control. It gives them more flexibility. They can shoot once and refrain later. They can film in real time and choose their angle afterwards. That's the magic of 360, and that's what's turning a specialized tool into a must-have. So now the question is, who's doing it best? Part 1, 360 is going mainstream 5 years ago. 360 cameras were cool, but clunky editing was a nightmare. File sizes were huge, the apps were slow and buggy, and the cameras felt like experimental gadgets, not real gear. That's changed. In 2025, 360 is smooth, polished, and powerful. Software has caught up. Mobile apps can now handle editing. Exports are fast, uploads are easy, and the rise of VR, AR, and interactive video is adding even more demand. We're in a new era where 360 video isn't just a format, it's a storytelling tool. Creators are realizing that immersive footage gives them options. You can pan, zoom, track motion, and reframe your story layer, all from a single shot. No reshoots, no camera changes, no missed moments. And as short form content keeps growing, having flexible footage becomes a massive advantage. Part 2. Who's building the camera for the future? Here's the big question creators are asking right now. Which brand is actually thinking ahead? Because every camera, no matter how good, will eventually get outdated. The real challenge is building something that lasts, a camera that doesn't just work now, but continues to work well for years to come. Let's break that down. DJI isn't just building cameras. They're building an ecosystem. The OSMO360 isn't designed to live alone. It's built to sync with DJI drones, gimbals, and action cams. That means you could fly a drone, shoot from the ground, and record underwater, all with matching formats, color profiles, and frame rates. That's powerful, especially for creators who move fast and need consistent footage from every angle. DJI is also pushing gesture control, scene recognition, voice commands, smart tools that make capturing complex shots feel simple. Insta360, on the other hand, is taking a different path. Instead of reinventing everything, they're refining. The Insta360 X5 is built on what worked. It keeps the same general shape, layout, and concept, but it adds smarter AI, better low-light performance, faster exporting, and smoother tracking. That's not flashy, but it's smart. And for creators who already love the workflow, it's exactly what they want. GoPro, meanwhile, is the wild card. The original Max was solid, but it aged quickly. GoPro never really pushed the software. The workflow felt outdated, and while rumors of the Max 2 are exciting, we still haven't seen major innovation. If GoPro wants to stay in this fight, they need more than a spec bump. They need a clear vision, a bold reason for creators to choose them again. Part 3. Who gives you the most control? Let's talk about creative freedom, because specs are nice, but control is what creators really want. They want to adjust framing after the shoot. They want to tweak exposure. They want to reframe for social media, for YouTube, for vertical and horizontal, all without redoing the entire edit. Insta360 wins big here. Their mobile app is fast, intuitive, and loaded with smart tools. You can track subjects, change keyframes, and apply effects, all from your phone. No need for a desktop, no need for a studio. Just shoot, edit, and post, all in minutes. That's game-changing for solo creators. DJI is likely to match this. They already have solid mobile apps like DJI Mimo, and if the OSMO360 launches with a dedicated 360 app, it could be one of the most streamlined platforms out there. Rumors suggest deep voice and gesture control too, which means you might not even need to touch your phone while recording. GoPro is behind here. Their quick app has improved, but it's still slower with fewer pro editing features. If the Max 2 doesn't get a serious software overhaul, it could become a limiting factor. Hardware alone won't win this battle. Workflow will. Part 4. The storage struggle. Here's something a lot of people overlook. 360 video is huge. Like really huge. 8K footage from 2 lenses stitched together at high frame rates. It fills up your memory fast. So how do these brands handle it? Insta360 uses smart compression. Their cameras support H.265 encoding, proxy editing, and flexible export tools. You can shoot in full quality, but edit in low-res previews. Then export in the right format for your platform. It saves space and speeds up the process. DJI is expected to offer something similar or even better. Their drones already support fast microSD, internal storage, and high-speed transfer. If the OSMO360 includes internal SSD options or faster USB-C export, it could become a serious time saver. DJI also tends to optimize footage for post-production, so professionals will appreciate the extra care. GoPro, however, still struggles. Here, the original Max had slow transfers and limited export controls. If the Max 2 sticks with old-school file systems and doesn't embrace smarter storage, it could be a major bottleneck for creators. Part 5. Real-world durability. Let's get real. These cameras go through a lot. They're dropped, dunked, frozen, and slammed. So, who's ready for the real world? Insta360's X5 is already proven. Waterproof to nearly 50 feet, shock-resistant, modular. It's a camera you can trust in harsh environments, but modular design has a trade-off. More flexibility, but also more points of failure. DJI, based on early leaks, is going in the other direction. A sealed, all-in-one build, fewer moving parts. Possibly better water resistance and long-term reliability. That might mean less customization, but it could also mean a stronger, more rugged device, one built for abuse. GoPro's Max 2, if it follows the hero path, could land in the middle. Excellent build quality, decent water resistance, and good protection, but we need to wait and see if they've improved past the original Max's weaknesses. Part 6. Learning curve. Who's best for beginners? Not every creator is a tech wizard, so how easy is it to get started? Insta360 is fantastic here. Their app guides you step by step. Automatic modes help you get great shots without touching the settings. The camera basically helps you learn as you go. DJI has a history of doing this well too. Their drones are powerful, but they make flying feel easy. If they apply that same user-first approach to the OSMO360, it could be a hit with both pros and beginners. GoPro, again, needs work. Their menus run deep, the app can feel clunky, and updates often take longer to roll out. For new users, that can feel frustrating. Ease of use matters, especially in fast-paced environments where you don't get second chances. Part 7. Value. Who offers the best bang for buck? Let's talk pricing. The Insta360 X5 comes in at around $500 to $600 depending on bundles. For what it offers, dual lens 8K shooting, great software, smart editing, that's excellent value. DJI's OSMO360, if leaks are right, might come in around $700 or even $800. That sounds high, but if the camera includes pro-level features, seamless integration, and better durability, it could be worth it for serious users. GoPro's Max 2 might land in the $600 $700 zone. But if it doesn't bring something truly new, it could feel overpriced, especially compared to the more refined X5 or the futuristic OSMO. What matters most isn't the price tag. It's the return on investment, a camera that saves you time. gives you better results, and works in more places is worth every dollar. Part 8. Support and updates. Who's listening? Last point, and it's a big one. Community and support. Insta360 is great here. They're fast with updates, they listen to feedback. They're active on forums and social media, creators feel heard, and that builds loyalty. DJI, especially in the drone space, has earned a strong reputation. They release consistent firmware updates and build out their platforms. If they bring that same energy to the OSMO360, it'll be a major plus. GoPro, historically, has struggled. Updates are slower, bugs sometimes go unaddressed, and their software support has felt disconnected. If they want the Max 2 to succeed, they'll need to earn back trust. Wrap up, a new era begins, so here we are. 3 brands, 3 strategies. 1 Battlefield. Insta360 is the refined veteran, smart, fast, and reliable. DJI is the bold newcomer, powerful, futuristic, and connected. GoPro is the wild card, still rebuilding, still proving itself. The 360 camera space isn't niche anymore. It's mainstream, it's essential, and in 2025, this battle will shape how creators tell stories, film adventures, and build their careers. In the next section, we'll take a closer look at the Insta360 X5. What makes it special? Why do so many creators love it? And can it defend its crown as new challengers rise? Stay tuned.